Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda. So, first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupad Chudandi Swami Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Arupanuga Guru Varga, all devotees, Dandavat pranams. So, we're hearing. Oh, translation. There's only one or two.
Okay. Entonces los que necesiten español, vamos para allá.
Okay, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to hear more. So he specifically asked, I want to hear about Krishna Swarup, Radha Swarup, and Rasa Swarup. What is Krishna? What's the truth of Krishna? Who is Krishna? So Parameswara Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Sarva Avatari Sarva Karana Pradhan. Parameswara Krishna. Ishwara means the controller. So there are many controllers. Right? Omkar controls the kitchen. And better be careful if you do anything even remotely wrong. Where is Omkar? Where's he gone?
He went to take a pill. No, a medicine.
Yes, take two. Anyway, controller means many controllers. Controller of the sun, controller of the moon, controller of Mexico, controller of local government, controller of the family. But who is the supreme controller? That will be one, and that is Krishna. So Parameswara Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. He is the source of all other incarnations. Right? Unlimited incarnations are there. It said when one devotee, Muchakunda, it's a long story, but he met Krishna in one cave. He had been sleeping and he was woken up. So when he introduced himself, I am the son of Ikswaku, my name is Muchakunda. Who are you? Then Krishna replied, my friend, I have so many names, so many forms, so many qualities, even I cannot count them. He said one day an astrologer may be able to count the stars in the sky. Someone may be able to calculate the grains of dust on the earth. But no one can calculate, no one can count my names, my forms, my qualities. So unlimited incarnations of it. And who's the source of all of them? Krishna. So Swayam means original. Swayam Bhagavan, the original source. Therefore, because Krishna is the original, then he always has something which no one else has, reserved. So Krishna has 64 qualities. He has unlimited qualities, but 64 are main. Other incarnations like Narayan, etc. have 60. Empowered persons like Brahma and Shiva have 55. We have 50 in minute amount. In minute amount. The Jiva can have 50 qualities. But Krishna has 64. The other incarnations of God have 5 qualities which no one else has. Omniscience, being able to manufacture own universes, have a spiritual form, Satchidananda Rup, possessed of unlimited powers, potencies. 5 things the incarnations have, which no one else has. But Krishna has 4 special qualities which no other incarnation has. Only Krishna plays the flute so attractively. Sarvabhuta Manoham. When Krishna played the flute, everyone becomes mad, intoxicated. Lord Nrsingadev does not play flute. Only Krishna performs very human-like pastimes, very sweet pastimes, like stealing butter, cheating. These pastimes, only Krishna can perform this type of pastime, like Ras Lila. Only Krishna has this Lila Madhuri. Krishna's beauty is so astonishing. No other incarnation is equal to him in beauty. Indeed, other incarnations become attracted by his beauty. That is Rupa Madhuri and Prem Madhuri. Okay, Rahul, no need to do simultaneous translation and massage. It's not normal. And finally, Prema Madhuri. Only Krishna is so much controlled by his devotees, by affection. No other incarnation can do like that. For that reason, all the scriptures say he is the original and topmost form of the Supreme Lord. Sarvavatari Sarva Karana Pradhan. He is the cause of all causes. Right? Everything has a cause. This microphone made in Mexico. The cause is Mexico. But maybe the parts are from China. But you go back, the original cause of everything is Krishna. He's the cause of everything, but he has no cause. So this is all described, Ramananda Roy is now describing Krishna Tattva. Ananta Vaikunta Ar Ananta Avatar Ananta Brahmanda Ihas Sabara Adar. Govinda. We are in one material universe. In this one material universe, there are 14 planetary systems. We are now in the middle, Burlok, right in the middle. Here is not too much enjoyment, not too much suffering. So above us, as you go up, the happiness, material happiness increases. Muvalok, Svargalok, Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok, Satyalok, the planet of Lord Brahma. And beneath us, 7 planetary systems more. This is one universe. How many universes are there? Who can count? Some number has been given, 400 quadrillion. Yes, I'll help you. Quadrillion. And thousands is a million. Sí, gracias. Consultado. 1,000 millions is a billion. 1,000 billions is a trillion. Just translate. 1,000 billions is a trillion. 1,000 trillions is a quadrillion. Imagine that. 400 quadrillion universes. Some number has been given like that. And this material creation is only 1/4 of the entire creation. 1/4. Like a shadow in the corner. So the spiritual creation is 3 times the size of that. Imagine. So in the spiritual world, that is called Vaikuntha. Kunta means problem, anxiety. That place where there is no kunta, no pain, that is Vaikuntha, spiritual world. There is no birth, no death, no old age, no omkar. perfection. Where is he?
He's dead.
Omkar, how many pills you took?
Sorry?
Nothing. Hasn't worked yet, you can tell. So, how many Vaikunthas? Who can count? And there, the unlimited incarnations, everyone has their own planet. Each incarnation has his own planet. And that each planet is all pervading. Work that one out. And devotees go to they call it the incarnation they like, they go there. And the topmost of all the Vaikunthas, Krishna has his own planet, his own abode. We're using words like planets, but this is material understanding. So that topmost planet, the topmost abode is called Golok, planet of the goats, planet of the cows. Golok, planet of the gopis, planet of the gopas, planet of Govinda, Golok. So you can imagine the sweetness there. He said even the water is like nectar. No one walks there, everyone dances. There is no speech there, everything is like song, poetry. There is no time, no material elements, no sun and moon, everything illuminated by the Brahmajyoti. Unlimited sweetness. So, Krishna resides there. Who is the source of all this? Tejaswani Krishna. Ananta Vaikunta Ara Ananta Avatar, unlimited incarnations. And the unlimited material universes. And Krishna is the foundation of all of this. So Chris, leaving Krishna, where you can go?
Nowhere.
Right. So why going anywhere? Just surrender. No option. Surrender. Sachidananda Vigraha. Sachidananda Tanu Brajanda Nandan Sarva Swarya Sarva Shakti Sarva Shapunam. He has no material body. Right? Our body is made of bones, stool, mucus, right? A bag of skin, with stool inside. You put in the microwave, 38.6 degrees Celsius. Decorate with some eyebrows. Right? That's called the wife. But Krishna's body is not like that. Krishna's body is made of Sachidananda, eternality, knowledge and bliss. Right. We spoke about this already a lot. Sat, his body has no beginning, no change, no transformation, no old age. He's eternally 15 years, 8 months and 2 weeks old. Eternally. He looks like a baby. Why? Yogamaya reveals that form to those who like baby forms. They see him like that. Yogamaya reveals Krishna to some as baby, as child, but his eternal age is 16 years old. Eternally youthful. Sachidananda Tanu Brajanandandan. He has a mother and father. Is this possible, Chris? God has a father? Oh, offensive. Why not? If he wants to have a father, you're going to stop him? Does it need your permission? Actually, he has no mother and father, but you want to serve him like a son, he can give you the position of father. So Krishna known as the son of Brajendra. Brajendra means the king of Braj. Who's the king of Braj, Manorama? Nanda Baba. Krishna's father is called Nanda, Nanda Baba. He's the king of Vrindavan. Krishna is not a king. He's the son of the king. So these names in relation to Krishna's devotees more sweet. Just like, we'll choose someone, Shanti. Krishna has many names, secondary and primary names. The secondary names of Bhagavan in relation to the creation. Right? Like Ishwara, Jagannath, Karta, the doer, Paramatma, the controller. These are all secondary names. Right? Because Krishna's creation is not his main glories. Secondary. Right. So the primary names, also two types. Those which reveal his sweetness and those which reveal his opulence. Madhuragat and Aishwaryagat. Aishwaryagat name means like Narayan, Vaikuntanath, Lakshminath. But the primary names are those which deal with him personally. Krishna, Shamsundar, Madhamohan, Govinda, Gopal, Gopinath. How many names he has? Unlimited. In the Bible, there's not even name of God there. Because the Jews think it considered to be illegal to say the name of God. So in any Judaic Christian scripture, there's no name of God. It's illegal. The Jews wrote Iyali something. This is wrong. Yahweh is never mentioned in the Bible. This is like a joke. The Jews never say the name of God. Iyayu means all glory to him who is the highest. So who is translating the Bible Iyayu Yahweh? But Yahweh is not, the Jews never accept Yahweh as the name of God. It's nowhere in their scriptures. Jehovah, same thing. Bogus. Jehovah's Witness. Hasidic Jews laugh at that every day. There's no name Jehovah in the Bible. No name. How can you call his name if you don't know him? Anyway, won't go on that too much. Hey you! Then you, no interest, that person doesn't know me. But someone calls, hey, Shanti. What's your other name? Anyway, she has another name, but who knows her by the name Shanti? How many Hare Krishnas? So if someone calls Shanti, then that would attract you, that name. This person knows me intimately. What's the name of your father? Huh? Iga. Yes, I met him once. He thought I was in the CIA. I was telling him, I'm not even American. That was a strange conversation. That guy is in the CIA, but the brains is the Ukrainian, the guy who is my translator. I was like, no worry. Anyway. Huh? Yes, yes. So someone called you Igor Nandini, daughter of Igor. That would catch your attention. Who knows that? Hardly anyone. So in the same way, if someone calls out, oh God, Krishna may or may not pay attention. He doesn't know me. But someone calls these primary names. Hey Krishna, hey Madan Mohan, hey Govinda. Then this catch Krishna's attention. Oh, he knows me. Many people know you, but who knows your address? We don't give out the address very easily. So if someone calls out, Vrindavan Chandra, Braj Bihari. These are names of Krishna. Moon of Vrindavan, Braj Bihari, one who wanders in Vrindavan. And Krishna thinks, this guy even knows my address. So Krishna pays more attention to that person. If someone chants these names like Yasoda Nandan, Nandanandan, then Krishna thinks he even knows my mother and father. And if someone calls Gopinath, Radhakant, Then Krishna run and close their mouth. Krishna begins to perspire. This fellow knows everything about me. So these names have different power, especially these intimate names: Nanda Nandan, Yasoda Nandan, Radha Kant, Radha Ras Bihari. Then Krishna runs behind that person. So, Sachidananda Tanu Brajananandan, he has a spiritual body, he is the source of everything, but he has a mother and father, he has brothers, grandmothers, uncles, big family. Krishna has a big family. And that family is eternal. So if you want to get Krishna's mercy, just catch hold of the devotees. There was one devotee who wanted to be the friend of Krishna. So he thought, if I pray to Krishna, he may or may not hear me, because he's independent. But I won't worship him, I'll worship his mother, Mother Yasoda. So he prayed to Mother Yasoda, Mother Yasoda, you order Krishna to be my friend. Like that. You order Krishna to accept me. You order Krishna to take me cow grazing. Because if Mother orders Krishna, Krishna cannot say no. Right? He can say no to us very easily. But if Mother orders him, Krishna cannot say no. He has to accept. Because he is controlled by his devotees. So an intelligent person gives more importance to the worship of Krishna's devotees than Krishna. They have position. They have power. Okay, Jadev, stay awake. Sachidananda Tanu Brajananandan Sarva Swarya Sarva Shakti Sarvasya Purnam. He has unlimited wealth, unlimited opulence, unlimited power. Nothing is impossible for him. Whatever he wants, he has. Who can count Krishna's beauty, his wealth, his strength, his knowledge, his renunciation, his fame? These 6 things Krishna have unlimited wealth. It said when the whole creation is finished, Krishna doesn't even notice it. Imagine. Krishna is the owner of 400 quadrillion universe. And when it's finished, he doesn't even care. Kaviraj Goswami says, like someone who has thousands of wish-fulfilling cows, thousands of kamadhenus, if he loses one goat, he doesn't even notice. Right? Like a guy who has thousands of Ferraris. If he loses a skateboard, does he care? No. He possesses unlimited wealth, unlimited opulence, unlimited power. But he has unlimited power, potencies. 16 main potencies of Krishna. Okay? Narayan, if you can name them, I'll give you $1,000. I knew you'd never get it. 16 main powers, potencies of Krishna. Nil, Bhu, Aishwarya, Ladini. Oh God, only 4. Chit, Gyan, Icha. Okay, there's a few more. Unlimited potencies. Most I had not even heard of. And he's controlling and enjoying them all. Sarva Ras Purn. He's also full of nectar, full of ras. Right? So not only has unlimited wealth, he has unlimited nectar. Ishwa Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. This verse comes from Brahma Samhita. Right? At the beginning of creation, Brahma didn't know what to do or who he was. So he meditated. Krishna gave him mantra by the flute, Gopal mantra. He chanted that for thousands of years. Then Krishna appeared before him. And Brahmaji wanted to glorify Krishna. So he spoke 100 chapters. That is called Brahma Samhita. Now only 1 chapter survived. The 5th chapter. Because spoken at the beginning of creation. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to South India, then he heard the Brahmanas chanting this 5th chapter. So he made a note. Okay. So when we were in Bhubaneswar, we would chant it every day after Mangalati. So this is the first verse. Ishwa Parama Krishna. Krishna is Supreme Controller. Sachidananda Vigrahaya possesses a body of eternality, knowledge and bliss. Anadir Adir Govinda, he is known as Govinda. He is the beginning of everything, but he has no beginning. He is the cause of everything, but has no cause. Vrindavan Aprakrit Navanamadan Kam Gayatri Kam Bij Tarupasam. What's that verse? I just said it. Vrindavan Aprakrit Navanamadan. He is known as the transcendental Cupid. Cupid controls everyone in this world. From Bill Clinton down. Gurudev used to call Bill Clinton, he'd call him Bill Quintal. In India, a quintal is a 50-kilo sack of potato. So Gurudev would call him Bill Quintal. Guru Maharaj one time gave a lecture. The most powerful man on earth. But he was controlled by a girl young enough to be his granddaughter. Shameful thing. There was a cartoon, Bill Clinton, saying, I am the most powerful man on earth. I control everything. And there was a little voice coming from downstairs. And I control him. So Cupid control, lust control everyone. Everyone working very hard for lust. Why the man works 10 hours a day in the factory or in the office just for some enjoyment. The result of the byproduct at lust is children, and therefore he has to work so hard. Wife has to suffer, she suffers also terribly. So everyone moving under the spell of sex desire. The cats, the dogs, the fish, the birds, the crabs, all controlled by this. Even plants, animals, insects. But Krishna's beauty can control all of these things. But he is the transcendental Cupid. So one who is attracted by Krishna, that person only becomes free from sex desire, no one else. Krishna is called Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid. Krishna's beauty is so much, one who is attracted by him, never attracted by material Cupid anymore. That person becomes free from these things. Years ago I stayed in Costa Rica for a few months. Years ago I stayed in Costa Rica, still recovering. And there was a punk who would come to our temple, full punk, full mohawk. I said, what are you doing with your life? He goes, I'm escaping from the system. I remember, and I said, you idiot, sex life is the system. Because he had a girlfriend. Sex life is the system. I never forget his face. Only who's attracted by Krishna's beauty, only he escape all these things. So Aprakat, Vrindavana, Navana Modan, he is the ever fresh Cupid. Right? How is he worshipped? Kam Gayatri, Kam Bij, Tarupasa. He is worshipped by the Kam Gayatri. Okay? Now people are chanting Hari now. But when we develop some purity, some steadiness, some cleanliness, because name of Krishna has no rules. Anyone can chant. Any time, any place, any time, any place, any circumstance. Pure or impure, anyone can chant Krishna's name. Krishna's name is so powerful. But the problem is, we are not chanting Krishna's name properly. We're just making some alphabets. Hari Ram, Hare Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Asadu Sange Bai Krishna Namu Kamunai Bahiraksar Bahirbate Namu Kamunai. You are not chanting. Why? Because we're always keeping materialistic association. Chris, giving up the devotees, where are you going to go? Huh? You have to go down. Materialistic is no man is an island. Do you know in English? No man is an island. No one can be alone. So if you don't associate with the devotees, you'll have to associate with the non-devotees. No choice. Non-devotees never speak of Krishna. Therefore your consciousness will go down. When I first joined the temple, the first thing Gurudev said to me, first thing. That time no Westerners were living in the temple. So I was number one. Not easy, living with 50 Bengalis. And Gurudev gave me a jewel. He said, make friends with all the devotees. He said, otherwise you will never be able to stay here. You will never be able to stay here unless you have friendship with the devotees. So beautiful instruction. He's living 50 years in the temple, so he knows. So I remember that I took that instruction very seriously. I made friends with everyone. Everyone used to like me that time. Everyone. No one was my enemy. And you see, who live long time in the temple, everyone likes them. They have that ability, mix and be friends with everyone. Otherwise you offend or don't like or no relation, where you go? You have to then you make friendship outside. Material affection, material association, material family, and they drag you down, finish. So, point of all this was, Chris, if you don't associate with the devotees, then your spiritual life will be finished. Right? So, when we reach one standard, then because we're always keeping bad association, we cannot chant the name properly. Bhaktivinoda. Asadu sange by Krishna mukhabuna. Because we have so much friendship with non-devotees, we cannot chant the name properly. Only syllable is coming. Hari Ram, Hare Krishna. Not name of Krishna. Chris, say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Did you see Krishna? That means you didn't chant Hare Krishna. If we chant Hare Krishna, really, you'll see Krishna immediately. Because Krishna and his name is the same. Chris, we're trying to save you. We're trying to run away. Don't run. Don't run. Sometimes you think association with devotee is suffering. That is not suffering, that is purification. So don't run away. Tolerate, tolerate, tolerate. Tolerate. So, how much seriously did he take this thing of friendship with the... It's some girl, and not making friends with the devotee, did he put her outside? You go and stay outside the temple, go and stay in another place. He was not behaving properly with devotees. Okay, make friends with devotees. These are not illusory friendships. This is the foundation of devotion. Okay. So, if you keep association with devotees, then your bhajan will become pure. Anyway, so to help us chant the names of Krishna properly, with relationship, to quickly destroy past aparads, past sins, past offenses, Guru Parampara give us Diksha mantras. Diksha mantras are to help you chant Krishna's name properly. But Diksha mantras have some standards, some rule. Harinam has no rule. Anyone can do it, anytime, no problem. But Diksha mantras have some rule and regulation. If you don't follow that, you cannot get the result. So best of these is the Kam Gayatri. 24 and a half syllables of the Kam Gayatri. This Kam Gayatri is Krishna himself. Right? Krishna has 24 and a half moons. 10 moons are his toenails. 10 moons his fingernails. His face is 1 moon. His 2 cheeks, 1 moon each. How many is that?
23.
On his forehead he has a tilak, 1 dot of tilak, that was also a moon. And his forehead is half moon. Krishna's swarup, 24 and a half moons. This mantra has 24 and a half syllables. If you chant it perfectly, you'll see Krishna directly. Okay? So Krishna is worshipped by this Kamgayatri. Brahma received this mantra directly. I think Lakshmi gave, Brahma Samhita, I forgot. Lakshmi gave this Kamgayatri. No, Lakshmi gave this Kamgayatri to Brahma in the beginning of creation. And still this mantra we are chanting even today. Don't miss. Who took it, don't miss. Who took this mantra, don't miss it. It's a great offense because Gurudev gave you everything he has. And you don't chant it, then your heart will become like a stone, like a thunderbolt. Okay, so take it seriously. So Vrindavan Aparakat Navana Madan, Krishna is the ever fresh Cupid. He's worshipped by the Kamgayatri. Prabhupada writes like 10 pages. Purush Yoshit Kiba Stavara Jangam Sarva Chit Akashak Shakshad Manmata Madan. Copyright here. Ramananda Roy says, Krishna's beauty attracts everyone. Purush means man, women, insects, even non-moving entities like trees. His beauty is so astonishing. It's attractive to everyone. Man, woman, moving, non-moving, all are attracted by his beauty. Sarva Chitta Karshak, he can attract the mind of every single soul, every single living entity. Except Purushottam Das. He is directly Cupid himself, so we can imagine his beauty. One time Krishna saw his own reflection in the mirror. So handsome, Krishna himself fell unconscious. Krishna himself fell unconscious. So his beauty astonishes even him. Ramananda Roy describing all these things. Prabhupada writes another 10 pages here. Tesham, again this verse. Tesham avruj sori smayamanu mukam gitam pitambara drava shakshat shaksha manmata manmata. Again he's saying this verse. Second time in this conversation. When Krishna with his devotees, he appears even more attractive. Like imagine, Omkar. Hello. Imagine Omkar alone in Ciudad Victoria. No friends, no nothing. He's sitting in his room. Who can understand what he is? No one. Because no friends, no one to talk with. But imagine if he had a friend and he came in. Then when that friend is there, then Omkar's character comes out. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it happens. So when with someone they love, then all their qualities manifest. Right? So when Krishna was with his devotees, then his beauty increases unlimitedly, more. Therefore Prabhupada said, you never see a picture of Krishna alone, always with some cow, some gopi, some friend. Then his all qualities manifest. Tesham avruj solam. No, so we spoke all this the other night. When the gopis Krishna disappeared from the gopis, then gopis searched him, could not find him. They thought, why, if Krishna does not want to come here, why we force him? He will just go further into the forest. And his lotus feet are very soft. In the forest there's many stones, grass, twigs. Krishna's feet will feel pain. We cannot tolerate. We cannot force him, but we know only one way to bring Krishna to us, that is by chanting. No, that is called Sankirtan. If one person chants loudly, that is called Kirtan, but many chant together, that is called Sankirtan. Very powerful way to attract Krishna. In this age, there is no other way except Sankirtan. So Krishna, you go away, who are you going to chant with? Alone? Your mind will just go crazy. So don't give up association with devotees. Now you cannot understand, no? But don't give up. Like the patients getting operated on the hospital bed. Don't run away from the operation. Little pain is there as the knife cuts. No one's even cutting you yet. Put you in the kitchen with Omkar for a few days, then you see how it is. So sometimes we feel pain in association. Why? Some bad things are being removed. Sometimes we feel pain and suffering. But afterwards you'll feel too much happiness when whatever your fault is has gone. You go off by yourself, who will point out your faults? No one. You'll just be independent and all your bad qualities will stay with you. So Gurudev said, if you put many bags in a stone, many stones in a bag, and you do like this. One stone beats against another stone beats with another stone. Omkar beats with Krishna Chandra. Krishna Chandra beats his wife. Amen. Right? Some friction between two, then friction between another one, then Manorama's there, then another comes down, and Kanupriya's there and bounce. Everyone bouncing off each other. Right? All these stones in a bag bouncing off each other. Means my bad qualities bouncing against your faults, so you go ching, 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 ching. Then gradually all these bad qualities are destroyed. Then everyone becomes smooth, perfect. So always have to tolerate. Especially many people living together is not easy. But you tolerate, then all your bad things will go. There's one time, Gurudev, anyway, some argument was there in the temple. It's a long story. So Gurudev left and went to Govardhan. He stayed there quite a while. Then after some time, Gurudev came to realization. He wrote to his Gurudev. Gurudev said, I realized that if I stayed by myself, I would never develop real humility. Because when you're by yourself, you're the king. So real humility is only learned by association with others. And one of the main qualities for chanting the holy names is humility, tolerance. 4 qualities we need to chant Krishna's name. Trinadupi sunichena, tororiva suhishnana, amanena, manadena, kirtanya, sarahari. More humble than a tree, more humble than a blade of grass. Right? You step on a blade of grass, after a few days it goes up again. So we have to be more humble than that. More tolerant than a tree. How much a tree tolerates? Birds steal his fruit. People take his leaves, his bark. People cut him down for wood, but he never complains. So we have to tolerate like tree. More humble than blade of grass. Give all respects to others. Not demanding respect for yourself is not so hard, but to give respect to others, that's like mission impossible. But these 4 qualities we need, Kirtana. If you want to chant the name of Krishna with feeling, one must have these 4 qualities. And these 4 qualities only you get by association with devotees. If you associate with non-devotees and you do some bad thing, they'll congratulate you. If non-devotee, you find some girl and grab her or something, everyone will go, hey, nice one. Everyone will encourage you in rubbish activities. Right? If you have a gun or a cigarette, everyone will encourage you, the non-devotees. Only devotees will not encourage you in materialistic activities. They're the only ones. No one else will say anything. So anyway, point is, yes, so only the gopis decided if we all chant together, then we can attract it. So we told this story the other night. All gopis sang and Krishna came back. When Krishna returned, then how much he looked handsome. Sukadev Goswami says, like the attractor of Cupid himself. Directly Cupid personified. Sunam bhaktir rasamrit nanavidahai Esha rasamrite vishaya ashray. Where's my light? Coming old quickly. Can't read in the dark anymore. Nana bhaktir rasamrita nana vidahai. Each devotee has a unique and special relation with Krishna. But in all relationships, there's two. Ashray and Visay. Visay means the enjoyer. Ashray means the enjoyed. The object and the subject. So, subject, object. Krishna is the subject of devotion, we are the object. Krishna is the enjoyer, we are the enjoyed. So this is always there, and it must be. So Krishna is the enjoyer of all devotees, all rasas. Akila rasamrita murti prasamanu chirada tarak pali kalit shama lalito radha prayan vidur jayasi. There's a book of Rupa Goswami right called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, written by Rupa Goswami. This is the first verse. Krishna is the Akila Rasamrita Murti. Krishna alone is the sole enjoyer of the ocean of devotion. That's a nice thing. Krishna is the only enjoyer of the ocean of devotion. And this verse is the first one. Okay. Shingarasaraj Maya Murtidar Atevatma Paryant Saravachitaha. Krishna is attractive for all devotees, all different types. Because he is the personification of the conjugal mood. Why is sex desire in this world? Where has it come from? If Krishna is the cause of everything, he's also the cause of that. So anyone in this world think, I'm Mr. Sexy? What to do? Bad language, bad example. Anyone in this world thinks I'm the object of conjugal affection? This is a joke. Like a monkey trying to be Miss Universe. Like a monkey pretending to be Miss Universe. Saraswati Thakur said, all beautiful women belong to Krishna. Only he can satisfy them all. Singha Rasaraj Maya Murtidar. Krishna is the personification of conjugal attraction. Ateva Atma Paryant Sarvachitaha. Krishna is not only attractive to everyone, he's also attractive to himself. Sometimes you see a picture of baby Krishna sucking his toe. Because Krishna hears Krishna's lotus feet are nectar. So baby Krishna sometimes sucking his own toe, tasting the nectar. But can nectar taste itself? No. Only devotee can taste it. No? So Krishna is attractive even to himself. What to speak of anyone else? Gita Govinda. I think we'll leave that verse alone. Lakshmi Kant Adi Avatare Harman Lakshmi Adi Nari Ganir Kari Akarshan. Krishna attracts even the beloveds of other incarnations. Such a thief. Narayani, ¿cómo estás haciendo? Iti Sudha. Iti Sudha. Oh, that's Russian, isn't it? Narayani, try and hear. Don't be a chango. So Krishna attracts even other incarnations. He attracts even the devotees of other incarnations. Such a thief. There's a story in Bhagavatam, 10th canto. Krishna lived 12 years in Vrindavan, 17 years in Mathura, some say, and 100 years in Dwarka. Sorry for keeping you awake. So, in Dwarka there was one Brahmin. His name is not mentioned. But his son died at birth. So the Brahmin was very sad, angry. So he went to the king. Who was the king? Ugrasen. And he put the dead body of his son at the gate of the castle. And he began abusing the king. The pious citizens suffer when the king is a rascal. Obviously this king is doing nonsense secretly. He cannot control his senses. Therefore I am suffering. When the king is ideal, no one suffers. Did you know that? When Yudhisthira was king, there was no disease, no poverty, no untimely death, no drought. Everything was perfect because the king was perfect. When Lord Ram was king, same situation. So what will happen to America when Trump is there? Or Biden? See? They are debauchees, animals. Sorry. So when the leaders are wretched and sinful, then everyone suffers. Poor Russia. So the Brahmin was speaking like this. I am suffering as the fault of the king. King is a nonsense. And he put the dead baby there and left. His wife, good wife, became pregnant. Again the child died. Number 2. Again he put the dead baby there. Abused the king. How many children died? I think it was 9. Anyway, after 6 or 5 or 6, who's counting? 9. 9 children died. And every time he put the dead baby at the door and abused the king. And it so happened that day Arjuna was there. Arjuna heard. So Arjuna said, "Oh Brahman, don't worry. I promise I will protect your son." Then the Brahmin said, "Come on, man. Even Vasudeva, Krishna, Sankarshan, Balaram, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, they are incarnations. They live here. Even they couldn't do anything. What are you going to do?" Then Arjuna became offended because fighter, warrior, Kshatriya. What? I am not Krishna or Pradyumna Aniruddha. I am Arjuna. I have this Gandiva bow. I mean, you want to say, I am not like these weaklings, I am something else. I promise, Brahman, I promise I will protect your son. If I do not protect your son, I will commit suicide in fire. I promise. So Brahman was happy. He went away, wife became pregnant again. Arjuna came the night before the birth, and all night he stood there guarding. He made a network of arrows covering the house. Not even insect can go in. Arjuna has all mystic powers, no demigod, no ghost, no witch, nothing. All night he was guarding. Baby was born. Baby died. And baby completely disappeared. Before there was a dead body, this time nothing. Arjuna was shocked. The Brahmin began abusing Arjuna. Eunuch, eunucho, weakling. Weakling. Huh? Devalucho. Must be some nice words in Spanish. Unico, devalucho. Arjuna said, wait, I will find your son. Arjuna has all powers, mystic powers. He went everywhere in the universe. even to the abode of death, Yamaraj. Could not find. So the Brahman was a Devalucha, Yunuka. So Arjuna, I have to commit suicide. So he made a big fire. He was about to go in the fire. Krishna caught his hand. Come with me, I will find the son of the Brahman. Krishna called his chariot. Pew. Krishna crossed the entire universe. This universe have 8 coverings. Now we just see ether. What we see in the sky, ether. Then beyond that is air, fire, water, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Mind, intelligence, chitta. Each layer is 10 times bigger than the other one. Krishna crossed them all. Then there came huge darkness. What is that? That is pradhan. What's it called? The root of all material existence. That is called pradhan. Unmanifest, it's pradhan. When it manifests, it's called prakriti, this world. So that's so dark. Krishna crossed that, using his Sudarshan chakra like a headlight. So he crossed the entire universe, the entire creation. He came to the abode of Mahavishnu. Right? Mahavishnu is the incarnation of Krishna who manifests the entire creation. They came to his planet. And Krishna Arjuna got out of the chariot and bowed. Krishna bowed to himself in the form of Mahavishnu. Then Mahavishnu said, I stole the child of the Brahman. Mahavishnu. I did it. Why? Oh Krishna, I wanted to see you. So Arjuna was listening to this conversation. So he was thinking Krishna was my friend. When he heard this conversation between him and Mahavishnu, his mind little changed. So Arjuna was astonished. Arjuna began thinking, why Mahavishnu, who's omniscient, who sees everything, why he couldn't see Krishna in Dwarka? That must mean he cannot see. He could have sent someone else to steal the baby, kill the baby, but he could not. He had to come personally to do it. And that means even though he entered the city of Dwarka, he still could not see Krishna. The city of Dwarka, there's 16,108 Krishnas. Krishna married 16,108 queens. There were 16,108 Kaza Krishnas. Palaces. And Krishna was living in each palace with each queen. There's 16,108 Krishnas moving here and there. Even the Uber drivers, even the street cleaners, they see Krishna every day. Hey, Katal. Even the street cleaners see Krishna every day in the street. That means Mahavishnu, even though he was in the city of Dwarka, he still couldn't see Krishna. That's why he had to personally steal the children. And Arjuna thinking, stealing children and killing them is terrible activity. It must be why Mahavishnu did such a terrible activity like killing children. Sorry, maybe I should turn off the internet. This is a horrible activity. And Krishna never do that. No incarnation does like that. Especially the children of a Brahmin. Krishna is known as Go Brahmanya Hitayacha. Krishna is always kind to the Brahmanas and the cows. So why Mahavishnu would give up his nature to be kind to Brahmanas by killing all their children one after another? That means how desperate Mahavishnu was to see Krishna. He had to do all this. So Arjuna was thinking, then he spoke to Krishna. Oh, I see. Mahavishnu did this just to have your darshan. That means What beauty is there in Krishna that even other incarnations will go to such lengths to see him? Then Krishna understood, that's why Krishna took me there. That's why Krishna took me here to the planet of Mahavishnu. Arjuna was thinking. To protect the Brahman, the child of the Brahman. Krishna is so kind to the Brahman. Then Krishna said, no, Arjuna. If it was because of the Brahman, I would have stopped Mahavishnu at the first child. If Krishna was doing all this just to save the child, the Brahman, then Krishna would have done it at the first instance. Why he waited 9 children later? So Krishna said, I not came here, Arjuna, for the son of the Brahman. I came here for you. Because when Arjuna was going to commit suicide, then Krishna stepped in. So Krishna revealed himself to Mahavishnu not because of the Brahman, but because of Arjuna. So Arjuna was thinking of all this when he was watching this conversation. So you can imagine other incarnations do such extraordinary lengths just to see Krishna. Imagine the beauty of Krishna. That even other incarnations give up all religion and everything just to see him. Then imagine the beauty of Krishna. That even other incarnations give up all religion just to see him. So imagine there's something astonishing in him. So, Krishna is attractive for all devotees. He is attractive even to devotees of other incarnations. He is attractive even to himself. He attracts even the wives of other incarnations. Like Lakshmi. Even Lakshmi gave up Vaikuntha and came for Krishna's association in Vrindavan. Ah, here it is. I didn't know. Ta-da. Mahavishnu said to Krishna and Arjuna, I wanted to see both of you. Therefore I brought the sons of the Brahmanas here to my abode. Both Krishna and Arjuna, you have both appeared in this world to establish religion. After killing all the demons, please quickly return to your abode. So the good story is, when Krishna went there with Arjuna, Mahavishnu gave back the 9 children. So everything has a happy. When Krishna went there, Mahavishnu gave all 9 children back. Happy ending. Apana madurja hare apanarman apana apanichai charite alingan. Krishna's beauty is so astonishing, Krishna wants to embrace himself. Upon seeing his own reflection, Krishna fell unconscious. We spoke that before. Setu sangsep kohite Krishna swarup. Ramananda Roy said, I have briefly described the form of Krishna. Now I want to describe the form of Radharani. Krishna Ananta Shakti Tintu Padan Chit Shakti Jiv Shakti Maya Shakti Na. Krishna have 3 main energies. Right? I was talking to Drake and remember in the bus, Krishna's 3 main energies? For 10,000 devotees, dollars, 10,000 bhakti points, 20 Mexican peso. 3 main energies of Krishna. The material energy, which manifests the material world, the spiritual energy, which manifests the spiritual world, and us, the souls, who can live in both. So they're called the marginal potency. So Krishna Ananta Shakti, Krishna has 3 main energies, unlimited energies, but 3 are main. Spiritual energy, material energy, marginal energy. Antaranga, Bahiranga, Tatasta Kayar, Antaranga, Swarup Shakti, Savara Upad. But the main potency is the spiritual potency, which manifests the spiritual world. Vishnu Shakti Palabhrakta Chatrajan Tatabla. My God. Avidya Karma Satchitya Shakti Uchite. Vishnu Purana described. Vishnu Purana described. Vishnu has three main potencies: the material, the spiritual, and the marginal potency. Sachidananda Maya Krishna the Swarup, Atadev Swarup Shakti Hoy Tinarup. Krishna's body is made of eternality, knowledge, and bliss. His potency has three main forms: existence, knowledge, and bliss. Sandini, Samvit, Ladini. Like a rope is made of three little ropes. You twist them together to make a big rope. So the spiritual potency, the Antaranga Shakti, made of three separate divisions. Sandini, Samvit, Ladini. Sandini means the potency of spiritual existence. Samvit means potency of knowledge. How Krishna knows himself and others know Krishna, that is by the Samvit Shakti. And Ladini Shakti, the potency of bliss. Okay, this is quite technical, but we should try to know a little bit. Otherwise you think just Radharani is Krishna's girlfriend. It's not proper. Ladini Sandini Samvit Traya Kasava Samsaya Lada Tapa Koromisho Trayati Gunavajate. The spiritual potency has three functions: existence, knowledge, and bliss. These three are the shelter of everything. Krishna Alad Ta Nama Ladini Se Shakti Dwara Suk Aswad Apani. The potency called Ladini gives bliss, gives happiness to Krishna. Okay, Drake, still awake? Okay, Drake, stay awake. The potency called Ladini gives happiness to Krishna. Through this Ladini Shakti, Krishna tastes unlimited happiness. This morning we were saying, even though Krishna is happiness personified, Ladini Shakti gives him happiness. Ladini Sar Angst Tar Prem Nam Ananda Chinmay Ras Premene Akyan Prema Paramasa Mahabhavajani Se Mahabhav Rup Radha Thakurani. Beautiful poetry. The essence of Ladini is called Prema. The essence of Prema is called Bhav. The essence of Bhav is called Mahabhav. And the form of Mahabhav is Radha Thakurani. Okay, there's no commentary. Means Radharani is personified bliss for Krishna. Okay, I think let's finish here.
Sandini?
Huh?
What about Sandini?
Sandini is potency of existence. Krishna has given that to Baladev. He's in charge of that. The spiritual world and everyone in it is manifested from this Sandini Shakti. Right? Krishna has given that potency to Baladev in charge. So Vrindavan is not made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. It's made of, manifested from the Sandini Shakti. That's why if you want to stay in Vrindavan, need the mercy of Balaram, because he's in charge of it. Samvit potency is a potency by which Krishna knows himself and by which we can know Krishna. The potency of knowledge, relationship. Right? And Krishna keeps that for himself. He's in charge of that. Because Krishna is the object of all relationships. And Ladini means bliss, service. And that Radharani is in charge of that portion. Ladini means service mood. If we want to serve Krishna without Radharani's mercy, it's impossible, because she's in charge of the service function, the service mood. Because her all activities are service to Krishna. She has no other activity. Okay, so let's finish here. Let me just finish one more. Prema swarup deha prema vibhavita Krishna prayasi shrest jagata vidita. Therefore Radharani's body is made of love of Krishna. Tejaswani, understand? What's Radharani's body made of? Good guess. Prema vibhavita. Her body is made of love of Krishna. So anyone who comes to Radharani will love Krishna. She gives nothing else. If you want to love Krishna, it's impossible without the mercy of Radharani, because she is the form of love of Krishna. She is the source of all services to Krishna. She is the source of all loving moods towards Krishna. One drop of her friendship for Krishna is Sakyaras. One drop of her feeling of protecting Krishna, that is Vatsadiras. She is not happy alone just serving Krishna. Therefore Radharani manifests herself as millions and millions of gopis to increase Krishna's happiness, to increase Krishna's service. Let's finish tonight here. Any questions? Chris, any questions? Don't go crazy, alright? Don't go crazy. This is a little difficult because this is like Hare Krishna concentration camps. Hare Krishna prison. This prison is very sweet after a while. Yes.
You're saying that Sambhikadini and Sandini are the Antaranga Shakti? They're the three ropes of the...
The three brittis of the Antaranga Shakti. Three functions. Yes.
We also find in different proportions Sandini, Sambit, and Ladini also in Maya Shakti and Jiva Shakti.
That's another topic. Thank you, Radharani. I've had enough.